The Second Act Revolution, 7 Ancient Secrets for Modern Miracles. After 50. Stop everything you're doing right now. What if I told you that your most magical years are just beginning? That everything you thought you knew about getting older is complete nonsense? That the story about decline, limitation, and settling is the biggest lie ever sold to humanity? Here's the plot twist nobody talks about. After 50, you finally have the secret ingredients for real transformation: experience, wisdom, and, here's the kicker, absolutely nothing left to prove to anyone. You're about to discover how 7 simple phrases can rewire your reality and make your material worries vanish like morning mist. Because here's what the universe has been whispering: your thoughts don't just influence your reality, they create it. But wait, there's more. And this isn't some late-night infomercial promise. Every single worry about money, security, health, or purpose that's been keeping you up at night, they're all symptoms of the same root cause. You've been trained to think like a victim instead of the reality-creating wizard you actually are. Ready for the real secret? The most successful, joyful, abundant people on the planet aren't younger than you. They're the ones who figured out how to think differently. And you're about to join their ranks. 1. I leave you peace, my peace I give to you. John 14:27. The magic behind it. Forget what you've heard about peace being some distant, unreachable state reserved for monks and meditation masters. This isn't about sitting cross-legged humming mantras, unless that's your thing. This is about discovering the secret control panel inside you, the place where storms can rage outside while you remain unshakable within. Think about it. Every person you admire who seems to have it all figured out has one thing in common. They've found their inner peace switch. They don't react to every external drama. They don't let other people's chaos become their emergency. They've discovered what you're about to learn. Peace isn't something you find, it's something you choose, moment by moment. Your daily reality shift. Every morning before checking your phone, yes, before worrying about the day ahead, before your mind starts its familiar worry spiral, ask yourself, what would the most peaceful version of me do today? Then, and here's where it gets fun, do exactly that. Even if it's choosing herbal tea over coffee, taking the scenic route instead of the highway, or saying, I'll think about it, instead of an immediate yes. Watch this miracle unfold. As you choose peace in small moments, your mind literally rewires itself. Those financial worries, they start losing their grip because peaceful minds see opportunities where anxious minds see only problems. That relationship drama, it stops being your problem to solve. Those health concerns, they transform from panic into wise action steps. Advanced peace practices create a peace trigger. Choose a simple gesture, touching your heart, taking 3 breaths, that signals to your nervous system. We're choosing calm now. Practice the peaceful pause. Whenever someone or something tries to pull you into their drama, pause and ask, will engaging with this bring me peace or chaos? Develop your peace vocabulary. Replace reactive words with peaceful ones. Instead of I have to, try I choose to. Instead of this is terrible, try this is interesting. 2. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Matthew 6:21. The magic behind it. Plot twist alert. Your heart isn't following your money. Your money is following your heart. Every millionaire knows this secret. What you treasure in your thoughts becomes your reality. Treasure stress? You'll create more stress. Treasure joy? The universe starts delivering joy in the most unexpected packages. Here's what's been happening. You've been treasuring the wrong things without even knowing it. You treasure other people's opinions more than your own inner wisdom. You treasure security more than adventure. You treasure being realistic more than being wildly, abundantly happy. And guess what your life has been delivering? Exactly what you've been treasuring. But here's the beautiful part. You can change this game starting today. When you begin treasuring peace over drama, joy over worry, trust over control, your entire life reorganizes itself around these new values. It's like changing the GPS destination of your entire existence. Your daily reality shift. Create the treasure hunt game. Each evening, write down 3 things you overvalued today: others' opinions, material stuff, old worries, the need to be right, and 3 things you undervalued: your health, a sunset, a friend's laugh, your own intuition. This week, consciously flip 1 item from each list every day. Here's the miracle. As you shift what you treasure, your entire life reorganizes itself around your new values. Watch how money problems solve themselves when you stop treasuring the anxiety about them. Notice how relationships improve when you treasure connection over being right. Observe how opportunities appear when you treasure possibility over safety. Treasure transformation techniques. The value audit. List everything you spent mental energy on yesterday. Ask, does this deserve space in my treasure chest? Treasure upgrading. For every worry thought, immediately follow it with, what would I rather be treasuring right now? The golden focus. Whatever you focus on for more than 2 minutes becomes your treasure. Choose wisely. Stop and think. What if your current financial situation is just a reflection of what you've been unconsciously treasuring? What if abundance is waiting for you to treasure it more than you treasure lack? 3. Do not judge, so that you will not be judged. Matthew 7:1. The magic behind it. Every judgment you make is like throwing a boomerang. It always comes back to smack you in the face. But here's the delicious secret. When you stop judging others, you mysteriously stop judging yourself so harshly. Suddenly, that inner critic that's been your unwelcome roommate for decades starts packing its bags. Think about this. Every time you judge someone else for their choices, their appearance, their lifestyle, you're actually reinforcing the belief that judgment is normal and necessary. And who do you think bears the brunt of your well-practiced judgment skills? That's right, you. You judge your past decisions, your current situation, your future prospects. You've become a professional self-critic. But judgment isn't just exhausting, it's expensive. Judgmental thinking creates scarcity mindset. When you're busy judging what others have, do, or don't do, you're not available to receive the abundance that's trying to flow to you. Your daily reality shift. Play the story detective game. When you catch yourself judging someone, even mentally, pause and ask, what amazing story might explain their behavior? Turn judgment into curiosity, criticism into compassion. That person driving slowly? Maybe they're being extra careful because they just had eye surgery. That friend who always talks about money? Maybe they grew up with real financial trauma. The wealth connection? Judgmental minds create scarcity thinking. When you judge others for having too much or not enough, you're reinforcing the belief that there's not enough to go around. Compassionate minds see abundance everywhere, including opportunities others miss entirely. Judgment detox practices. The Curiosity Challenge. Replace every judgment with genuine curiosity. Instead of, they're so selfish, try, I wonder what they're going through. Mirror work. Every judgment about others is information about your own inner critic. Ask, how am I judging myself in this same way? the compassion upgrade. For every critical thought about someone, immediately send them a silent blessing or wish them well. Reality check. How much mental energy are you spending judging others that could be redirected toward creating the life you want? 4. Your faith has made you whole. Luke 8:48. The magic behind it. Faith isn't about religion. It's about the revolutionary act of believing in possibilities your logical mind says are impossible. It's the difference between I'm too old for change and I'm perfectly positioned for my next adventure. Your brain literally rewires based on what you believe is possible. Here's what science has discovered. Your brain doesn't distinguish between what you imagine and what you experience. When you have faith in a positive outcome, your brain starts creating neural pathways as if that outcome is already happening. You begin noticing opportunities, making different choices, taking inspired actions, all because you believed first. But here's where it gets interesting. Most people have incredible faith in the wrong things. They have faith that things will go wrong, that they're too old to change, that good things happen to other people. And guess what? Their faith is creating exactly those experiences. Your daily reality shift. The evidence collection game. Every night, write down one thing you believed in about yourself that day and acted on. Maybe you believed you could learn something new, or that you deserved a moment of joy, or that you could handle whatever came your way. Collect this evidence of your own power. Money magic. When you truly believe you deserve abundance, your actions automatically align with that belief. You start seeing opportunities everywhere because your faith-tuned brain is literally programmed to spot them. You make different choices about spending, saving, and earning because you believe in your ability to create wealth. Faith-building exercises. Past success inventory. List 10 times you've overcome challenges before. Your track record proves your capability. Future memory creation. Spend 5 minutes daily imagining your ideal life in vivid detail. Make it so real you can feel it. Faith experiments. Start with small beliefs you can test. Believe you'll find a good parking spot. Believe someone will brighten your day. Build your faith muscle with daily wins. Consider this. What if your current limitations are just the boundaries of your current faith? What becomes possible when you expand what you believe? 5. Don't be afraid, just believe. Mark 5:36. The magic behind it. Fear is just excitement without breath. Every fear you've conquered in your 50-plus years is proof that you're basically a superhero who's forgotten their own powers. This isn't about eliminating fear, it's about dancing with it instead of being paralyzed by it. Here's the truth about fear that no one tells you. Fear and excitement are physiologically identical. Same heart rate, same adrenaline, same heightened awareness. The only difference is your interpretation. What if that feeling you call fear about trying something new is actually your soul's way of saying, "This is important. Pay attention." Think about every major breakthrough in your life: learning to drive, your first job, becoming a parent, moving to a new place. They all felt scary at first, didn't they? And yet, here you are, having survived and thrived through all of them. You have a 100% success rate at getting through challenging situations. That's not luck, that's skill. Your daily reality shift, the Fear Dancing Challenge. When fear shows up, don't fight it. Instead, ask, what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? Then take the tiniest possible step in that direction. Fear hates action more than anything. Even the smallest movement forward changes your relationship with fear from paralysis to partnership. The prosperity secret. Fearful thoughts create lack. When you're afraid to invest, afraid to ask for what you're worth, afraid to try new opportunities, you're literally programming scarcity into your life. Courageous thoughts create abundance. When you dance with fear instead of being frozen by it, you literally vibrate at the frequency of success. Fear transformation tools. Fear reframing. Every time you feel fear, say, "I'm feeling excited about something important." Courage inventory. List 5 brave things you did this week, even tiny ones. You're braver than you think. Action antidote. Fear dissolves in action. When afraid, ask, "What's the smallest step I can take right now?" Fear as friend. Thank your fear for trying to protect you, then explain that you've got this handled. Think about it. What dreams have you put on hold because fear convinced you it was being practical? What if fear is actually pointing you toward your next breakthrough? 6. Whoever is faithful in very little is also faithful in much. Luke 16:10. The magic behind it. This is the compound interest formula for life transformation. Every small act of self-care, every tiny moment of joy you choose, every little boundary you set, they're all investment deposits in the bank of your amazing future. Small, consistent choices create miraculous outcomes. Here's what's magical about this principle. The universe is always watching how you handle what you already have, how you treat your body, your time, your current resources, your relationships. These are all tests. Pass the small tests and bigger opportunities show up. It's like the universe saying, "Oh, you can handle that well? Here's something bigger to steward." Most people are waiting for the big moment, the lottery win, the perfect relationship, the dream job, to start taking care of what they have. But abundance doesn't work that way. Abundance flows to those who are already being faithful with the little things. Your daily reality shift. Choose your tiny revolution, one ridiculously small daily practice that makes you smile. Maybe it's wearing your favorite color, taking 3 conscious breaths, dancing to one song, making your bed beautifully, or writing 1 sentence of gratitude. Do it for 7 days and watch the magic multiply. The abundance principle. Small faithful actions with money create wealth. When you're faithful with $5, you become trustworthy with $50, then $500, then $5,000. Small faithful actions with self-love create a life so fulfilling that material worries become irrelevant. The universe loves to reward faithfulness. Faithfulness practices. Micro wins. Celebrate every small victory. Finished a task? Celebrate. Chose health? Celebrate. Kept a promise to yourself? Celebrate. Stewardship audit. How are you caring for what you already have? Your body, home, relationships, possessions? Consistency tracking. Pick one tiny habit and track it for 30 days. Watch how consistency creates momentum. Small investment practice. Invest small amounts consistently in yourself, books, courses, experiences, health. Reality check. What small thing could you be more faithful with that would create ripple effects throughout your entire life? 7. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven has come near. Matthew 4:17. The magic behind it. Repent simply means change direction, like making a U-turn toward joy. This isn't about guilt. It's about the thrilling realization that you can choose differently right now, this moment, today. The kingdom of heaven is just another way of saying the life you actually want to live. Here's the revolutionary truth. You don't have to wait for external circumstances to change before you can experience the life you want. You can change direction toward joy, peace, abundance, and love right now. regardless of what's happening around you. This is your superpower, the ability to pivot in any moment. Most people think they're stuck in the direction they've been going, but every moment offers a choice point. Stressed? You can pivot toward peace. Worried about money? You can pivot toward gratitude for what you have. Feeling lonely? You can pivot toward appreciation for yourself. Overwhelmed? You can pivot toward simplicity. Your daily reality shift. The direction detective game. When something stresses you, pause and ask, what direction would love choose right now? Then micro-pivot toward that choice, even if it's just changing your posture, your tone of voice, or your next thought. The prosperity revelation. Every time you pivot toward love instead of fear, toward joy instead of worry, toward trust instead of control, you're literally programming your reality for abundance. The universe responds to your energy signature, not your circumstances. Direction-changing techniques. Pivot points. Identify 3 times daily when you can consciously choose your direction. Morning coffee, lunch break, before bed. Energy compass. Before making any decision, ask, does this move me toward or away from the life I want? Instant upgrades. Practice changing direction in tiny ways. Stand taller. Smile for no reason. Choose the beautiful option. Direction declarations. Throughout the day, declare, I'm choosing joy now, or I'm choosing peace now, or I'm choosing abundance now. Consider this. How many times today will you have the opportunity to change direction towards something better? Will you take it? Your second act. Revolution begins now. Here's what nobody tells you about life after 50. You're not winding down, you're powering up. You've finally gathered enough experience to understand that happiness isn't something you achieve. It's something you choose, moment by moment, thought by thought. You've survived every challenge life has thrown at you so far. You've learned hard-won wisdom about what matters and what doesn't. You've developed resilience, perspective, and hopefully a healthy skepticism about what other people think you should do with your life. You're perfectly positioned for a revolution. These 7 ancient secrets aren't just feel-good philosophy. They're reality creation tools that have been tested for over 2,000 years. As you play with these practices, watch how your relationship with money, success, and security transforms naturally. When your thoughts align with peace, abundance, and joy, your external world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match. The abundance activation. Here's the secret sauce. As you practice these principles, you'll notice that your anxiety about money naturally decreases. Not because your bank account changes overnight, though it might, but because you're no longer operating from scarcity consciousness. You begin to see opportunities everywhere. You make decisions from wisdom rather than fear. You attract different people and situations because you're vibrating at a different frequency. Your 30-day challenge. Choose just one of these practices and commit to it for 30 days. Don't try to do them all. That's scarcity thinking. I need to do everything perfectly right now. Choose one that resonates most strongly and make it your daily companion. Watch what shifts in your life. The ripple effect. Every person who awakens to their own power creates ripples that touch countless other lives. Your children, grandchildren, friends, and even strangers will be affected by your transformation. You become a living example that life after 50 can be the most magical, abundant, joy-filled time of all. The most beautiful part? You don't have to believe any of this for it to work. You don't need perfect faith, perfect understanding, or perfect anything. Just play with it. Try it on like a new outfit. Let your life be the experiment and your joy be the proof. Your second act isn't just beginning. It's going to be your masterpiece. You've been in rehearsal for 50+ years. Now it's showtime. The spotlight is on. The audience is waiting. Which practice will you start with today? Remember, every master was once a beginner. Every expert was once an amateur. Every success story started with someone just like you deciding to try something different. The revolution starts now. Welcome to the best years of your life.